Hello and welcome to the Astral Guide. I'm Shireen. So in this video I am going to talk about something called the void. Um, okay, so anyone who's been watching my videos knows that I haven't read books on all these or any of these particular subjects. I tend to find out about them later. And I have been hearing more people speak about the void. So I've had a few experiences with this in dimensional astral fields and also when I'm writing lyrics particularly. And I have a poem, I'm going to drop the link in the description box, called Zero. And I'm going to start with explaining that first, because first I wrote that and it's not often I write lyrics and get freaked out by it. It just isn't. I'm big into horror stuff and very little scares me. I've faced a lot of my fears. And when I wrote this, I went into, it was like traveling into a place of complete blackness. There was nothing, absolutely nothing. And I called it Zero because I was channeling numerology, right? So I have a few videos on my Prophetica page and I haven't finished the series, but I will eventually. And I wrote the poem Zero and I channeled that energy onto the page. And I put the pen down and I walked away from the page because I was a bit freaked by that energy. It was just empty space, nothing, right? But at the same time, it was really peaceful because there was nothing, So I was like, what was that? That was really, really intense. And it's a short enough poem, but it's enough to hopefully express the energy or the message of it. And not too long before that, I had an experience where I was in deep meditation, trying to sleep, and I traveled again. These are dimensions outside of the dream, or from the dream space outside of it. And again, I went into the void and I saw Freddie Mercury appear. I know this is so random, and certainly for me, it was so random, so weird. And he was like floating above me, like hovering above me over the bed. And he was made of what looked like see-through crystal. And I was just staring at this. And he was in a white suit. And I was just staring at this. And I was like, what is this? This is weird. I've never had something like this before, or that I can recall. And because, it's so still, it just feels like it's going on and on and on. But there was it was more of a wondrous feeling, a good feeling. There was nothing bad about it. It was just a completely different place. And I had another experience like that, except triple the intensity, really, really intense. And this time, David Bowie appeared in the void. And it seemed like in this dimension, everybody is bigger, they're larger, they're realer. I don't know how to describe, it's just, as they say, otherworldly, literally. And can you imagine just being in complete dark space, floating there, kind of, with nothing else? He comes towards me, and you know the way he has the two different color eyes, and the one with the big, huge pupil locked with my eye. And he was just staring right at me. I swear this was freaky as fuck. It was so freaky. And I was just like, I knew I was there. I knew I wasn't I knew I was out of my body completely. And I knew I was staring at him, and I kept on saying, what is it that you want to tell me? What do you like? What do you mean? Because everything is, telepathy. Everything is, telepathy is the first language, basically. And it was just like a staring match, and it was so intense, and it felt like it went on forever, as you know, no space and time, blah blah blah. So that was another one. And recently, I keep seeing dead celebrities, on and off, that come to me in dimensions, or I just call it astral space, but it can be any dimension, and there's many. There's many. Um, I saw the singer Prince came to me, and something happened very strange. I'm not going to go into that right now, but again, as real as I'm sitting here, just like lucid dreaming, I felt as real as I am here. So I tend to see these very strong creative figures in the void, which makes perfect sense because that's where everything's created. And I'm very creative by nature. I'm very musical by nature. I'm a songwriter. Well, I have to get back into it, but I am a songwriter by nature. And I have huge respect for all these figures. Huge. I named my bird after Prince, the singer, because he has a dove beside his name. And these are just some experiences. I've been hearing other people speak about the void. Um, it's so bizarre how things manifest from the, let's just say, dream space to the waking world. Things are just happening very, very fast. And seeing those kinds of figures for me is also, which is a sign for me, well, musically, which, I'll not speak about at the moment, but I understand it. And if other people are seeing figures like that and they are creatively inclined, it's a good sign. It's a good sign, and it's a very encouraging sign for your creative work. Let's put it that way. Very encouraging, okay? I give a lot of information about myself here on the internet. There's some things I just have to keep quiet about. So anyway, that's the thing about the void. I'm going to drop the link to the poem if anyone's interested in looking at it. And I have a few numbers covered on that page, and I will hopefully do the rest of them next year or whenever I'm supposed to. Um, so yeah, if you've had any experiences like this, use the comment section, let me know. I'd love to hear your stories. I'd love to hear your experiences. We're going to be hearing more and more and more stuff like this, and it is blowing up like the evolution of the subconscious, the conscious, the superconscious. It's absolutely exploding, and it's very exciting. I'm very excited for next year. Um, and yeah, let me know. If anyone's looking for a dream reading, the ways to contact me are in the description box below. And if anyone just wants to share their stories, please feel free to do so. And don't be shy. Okay. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.